Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Gold Rush. It is a miserable day today. I've gone and slept the night, and then I waited a few more hours to, hopefully the rain would dry up and it would become a little bit brighter around here, but no such thing has happened, and it's going to stay utterly miserable. So what we need to do today is we need to put this one up the right way again, and then once this one is up the right way, we are then going to start running some cables around everywhere. But before I do that, I want to just go here, and, that one, there we go, and I want to redirect this hose, this pipe. We're going to pull this one all the way down over here, and that way we shouldn't have the risk of the generator sitting on top of the pipe. That's all I was sort of thinking about. So if we put that one back onto there like that, there we go. It's going around quite nicely. It's looking good. Now, I was wondering if I'd be able to put this one the right way up using the pickup rather than having to use the excavator. I mean, the excavator's all the way down over there. It's such a long way to go. But then I thought, well, actually, no, it's probably all going to go horribly wrong. So I am going to use the excavator. We're going to go up here. We're going to sensibly and carefully track right the way across that brand new hose that we've got laid out, that big water pipe over there. Because obviously that is the way that you would do things in real life. You would do your best to drive right over the top of them. Well, okay. Maybe not quite, but yeah, that's what we're doing today. The lights on this thing are really bad. You got to admit, the lights on this thing are absolutely awful. Now, I am curious, do we actually need to have that? I mean, I am thinking that we should use the bucket conveyor anyway. I think that would probably be the best thing for us to do. But, at the same time, I'm also thinking it would be cool to try not having that one in here at all and just having Frank dump stuff straight into the D-Rocker over there. Now, one thing I should point out, I am aware that we don't have the best of all of the machines. We've got the D-Rocker, which is not the top grade equipment. It's second place, that one is. We've got a jig down there. What's that one called? I can't actually remember what that was called. The jig. This one here is the planter. We've got the planter. We've got the gravel thingy. Gravel thing. I don't know what they're called. I can't remember now. Let's go and have a look. Transport. Right. Let's take a look. We have the not that one. No. Duplex jig. Right. So it's the duplex jig that we've got. The old one down there. We've also got a planter, which is here. There's the planter, and we've got a gravel pump. Then we've got Old Arnold's trommel there, and we've got there's another duplex jig. Glacier Creek is the other D-Rocker type thingy, I believe. And then we've got, did we even buy the biggest trommel? I don't think we bought the biggest one. I think we didn't buy it. I think in the end we chose not to buy it. 2 and 0. Right, let's cancel that and shut down. So yeah, I am doing this there is method to my madness. We are not using the upgraded equipment yet. We are going to swing it in. We are going to put that in place. At the moment, though, we're using some sort of mid-range, which is the D-Rocker and the gravel pump. And then we're just going to keep the rest as it is. And we're going to run until we fill the mats up and we can see what we get from mats. Then what we're going to do is we're going to change some of these over. Now, this is the Old Arnold's trommel, so I don't think this one's going to make much difference. We want the brand new one, the really expensive one. The absolute top of the range one, and we're going to do that. We're going to go through and we're going to change everything round. We're going to do the top of the range, but first of all, we will. Actually, I'm thinking it will probably just change over a couple of these items. So whip out that duplex jig there and put in the gravel pump up there, so that we'll keep the planter. We'll put that one in. We'll see if there's any difference between what we get and the yields between these two. We'll upgrade that trommel up there to the Old Arnold's trommel that we've got, and we'll keep the D-Rocker for a moment. And then we'll run it through like that. And then we will upgrade the D-Rocker to the next one up, and then we'll run another set of mats, and we'll sort of see what happens. And then we'll put everything as absolute top. So we were sort of going to go through, and we're going to upgrade it a little piece here, a little piece there, until we've kind of had a good look at all of the different options that we've got with the machines, and to see how much better it is, how much more gold we get from each of the different run-throughs. It's something I'd quite like to do. I just want to sort of, just take a good look and see what the different machines are capable of doing, what their capabilities are, and what they're supposed to be able to do to help us out, and whether it's worth the prices of the upgrades that they've all got. Right, I'm bringing that down there, and I'm thinking that we're not going to be able to get hold of the cables to fasten it on. So we're going to have to do this a slightly different way. So if we come over here like this, there we go. We can climb up on here, just easy, very carefully get up on top of there, and then we can come round. We'll just reach up there and grab that one. I'm actually going to just throw it off. I don't want this one. I'm going to go... No. I need to throw it like that. There we go. So there's one. It stopped raining. Excellent. That's what we want. Right, we're going to put that one on there. And we can come back over and we're going to put that one onto the bucket up there. Then I need to get over onto the other side. And, oh, okay, that didn't quite go according to plan. So we're going to leap back up on top of here. There we go. And parkour our way up on top of the digger arm. All the way over a bit further, down onto this side, and then we can whip off these two over here, if I can reach them. I can get that one. I can reach that one. I need to throw that one down there, because I need the other one. I've got to get that. Okay, this is going to be embarrassing. If I can't actually reach that other one, can I get it there? Oh, well, this is awkward. Come around here. Can I reach? I got it. It's okay. Panic over. Don't worry, folks. We've done it. Frithgar has pulled through. Frithgar has delivered once again. Okay, let's come down here and jump back into this one. And now we've very, very slowly got to slowly, gently and carefully bring this one through. So I do have one joystick for those of you who were asking. So I've, one joystick. And I've just used the button as well. So the problem is that I've got one joystick and then some I do on the buttons and some I can do on the joystick if I want to. So I tend to use the joystick just for like gentle maneuvering if I've got to, but I don't always use the joystick. So we're going to use the joystick for this. I got the joystick for the main arm up and down and side to side. I've only got the one. I do want to get another joystick and put that, fit that onto here because I think it would be very, very cool if I could do that. But it's not high on my list of priorities right now. So we've got that one there. There we go. The jump out. Let's just undo these cables before something goes horribly wrong with it. Take that one off of there. And I'm going to take it off of this end as well. There we go. Run this one over here. I'm actually going to dump it into the back of the pickup there so that we've got it ready to use when we need it another time. We'll get that one as well. And we've got one more cable to take off over this side. Can we actually get... Oh, I think we can. I think we can climb up. Yes, excellent. That does make it a little bit easier. Yes, that was a phone you heard in the background. I have now dealt with it. It won't be bothering us any longer. I believe it was a call center. I'm not quite sure what they wanted to talk to me about that was so pressing that they had to ring me twice. And yes, they did actually ring twice. Anyway, that doesn't matter. We're done here. We need to come whizzing around this way and leap back into here. And we want to just move this one out the way a minute. So let's switch over to driving. Go back over here. I think we have done absolutely everything that we need to do for now with the excavator. So we can bring this one back over here. We'll just park this one up here for a second. You can go right there. And I never bother with the handbrake on this thing because I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I know I've left the arm right up in the air, which you shouldn't really do. But, yeah, I'm going to leave it like that anyway. We'll bring this one down here. So we're going to try and do this, line it up carefully and get this right. We're going to try and get this right. So we want to bring one over here. This one's going to go straight onto there. We're going to try and keep these cables straight and relatively untangled, although I suspect that's probably not going to work out very well. We can grab that one there, and this one will then run through. We've got the conveyor. We now need the bucket elevator. We put... Oh, no, careful. No! It's gone. It's gone. Where are you? I seen it come through. There. It's floated back to the surface. Brilliant. All is saved. All is okay. It's fine. We got nothing to worry about. No panic here, ladies and gentlemen. And we need another one of these big blue cables. We'll put this one down here, and this one will go to the D rocker. So we go on there like that. And we can run over here and plug that one into the D rocker. Right, the next one has got to go onto the trommel. And we've got to get it onto that one over there. Now, I don't really want to run it underneath here. I don't think that's kind of the right place. But I'm sort of thinking that maybe we do. Maybe we need to run it down there, underneath, and then underneath all of that lot, and then up the other side. I don't think we're going to have enough cable to do that. I suspect that we're going to have to run one of the extensions as well. And that brings me to my next point. Perhaps we didn't ought to be running it underneath the water. Perhaps instead we should run it straight through there, and then we can put like an extension on it if we got to. We can run through here and go right through this way, through there, through here, and keep going. On we go, onwards and downwards, and we've run out of cable, so we need to just go back and we'll get the extension. And then once we've got, this is actually the first time we've ever used an extension. We've never used one of these before. The only downside is that you can pick up the extension, but you can't actually carry the other cable as well, so we're going to have to run backwards and forwards a couple times with this one. So we can get this one over here and we'll plug in the extension. I'm going to try and bring this one all the way down here like this, and then I'm going to take that one and I'm going to see if we can go just a little bit further. Can we do this? Bring it round like that, round like that, round like that. Bit more. There we go. It does work. It does. We can extend it out a little bit more. So we got that one onto the extension there. We now need to run back and get another cable, bring that one down, and then we can plug in the trommel. So that we've got all of those, and then finally we need to get the duplex jig and the gravel pump is the one that we're using. Gravel pump. We need to get those plugged in and fired up as well. I'm thinking that if we've got enough blue cable, we will run a blue cable down, and then we can take one of those splitter boxes and use one of those instead, because that way we can run those two, but we could also set up a wash plant, a wavetable type thingy majig down there as well, and do the whole lot all at once. So we got that one coming around there. That's all looking good. Let's go back up and we'll take a look at the labels that we've got on here. They should say we got everything here. So we've got the trommel, we got the D-rocker, we got the conveyor belts, we got the conveyor belt container. Right. All looking good. Now, how many more blue cables do we have? Do we have enough? We've got that splitter box there, which will split into 4, which is perfect. Yes, we've got enough. We've got loads of them. We got loads of them. We've even got a small generator that we could use if we wanted to. Rather than splitting into 4, we could just split into a couple. If we come down here, this one we will run underneath here. We'll go down here, and we'll go underneath this, under, we can do it! Apparently not. Okay, let's drop it down there like that, and then, no. Well, this is awkward. That's the second time I've said that this episode. I don't know if this is a new trend I'm starting. I can bring that one there. Right, we'll drop it there and we'll run back round. We're going to get the splitter, but I'm sort of thinking now that we don't necessarily want to run the splitter 4 ways to run the cable, because it's actually cheaper and easier and quicker if we can use if we switch everything else off with that one up there, and then we use this one and the magnetite separator. No, we're not going to use the we're not even bothering with that one. We're just using the wavetable, and just plug it into that one there. So we just have a straight cable between that one and the other one, and then we don't have to worry about anything else. I don't want that one. I want actually I'm going to want that one, and I'm going to want 2 of the yellow cables now. We'll worry about the wavetable and so on when we've got something to put through the wavetable. We're not going to worry about it right now. So we want to bring this one over here. Oh, I see. So that one goes up on the top there. How should we do this? Right, I think we'll put that one up on there, like that. And then we'll run it back this way, round here, and we'll get over to that point right there. And then this one here can go like that. I don't want it to be in the way of everything. We can put it there like that. And then if I can grab that one, I just coil it up a little bit so that it's back out the way, and then we can drop it onto there. Perfect. Excellent. And then this one here, this one will go onto this side like that. Straight over here. Plug into there. And then finally you can come... Oh, no. Come over there. Over this way. And you can plug into there. There we go. So that goes around everything. Everything is now lined up and plugged in. The only thing we need is a few buckets to go underneath the gravel pump and underneath the duplex jig. If we can get those, I think that's everything. I think that is everything in place. The only thing possibly that we've still got to do is put a thingy in there. What thingy is what am I looking for? It's a sluice. Yeah, a sluice type thingy. I'm sure there was one in there, but I don't know if there's one that's going to be needed now. I don't know. We'll see. Right, let me get some buckets out. I think I'm going to empty out this pickup, and we'll run some buckets down using the pickup. And then we can have 8 buckets down there. And that's going to give us some spare ones. I'm getting better at this. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. But it's basketball in Gold Rush. Basically, this is what we're playing. Basketball in Gold Rush. And no, well, I said I was getting better at it. It was because I got a couple of buckets into the pickup. But the rest of them are all missing. It is a lot of fun, though. I thoroughly recommend anybody try this. Just for a few minutes. Get a big pile of buckets. Put the pickup a little distance away, and then see how many you can actually score a hoop with. And so far, I don't seem to be doing very well. But this is no. Go on, we can do this. We can do this. Go on, run up, and over it goes. No, go on, a little bit more. We can do this. Go, yes, score. We got it. We got it from the. Well, I think we actually came pretty close. So I was going to say the 3-point line. I don't know where there is a 3-point line in basketball, isn't there? I'm sure there is. I don't actually know anything about basketball whatsoever, so don't assume that I'm trying to say anything about the sport, or that I know anything about the sport, because I really don't. I don't know anything about it whatsoever, not even a little tiny bit. So yeah, I believe that isn't there a 3-point line and is there a 1-point line? Is it 1 point or 1-point line or so? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. These buckets are incredibly strong. One of them just rolled, and it forced its way underneath the pickup, and forced its way, pushed the wheel up into the air. Right, that is all of our buckets. How many have we got? We got loads of them. Let's try this once more. One more. We can do this. Okay. Focus, Frith. We can do this. And we have Frithgar for the final points. Is he going to do this? This is all on Frithgar. Is he going to do it? No, he didn't. He let his team down. Abject failure. And, yeah, he will forever be remembered as the man who missed the shot. He will never be remembered for all the great things that he did. He's going to be remembered for the man who missed the shot, 4 times in a row. I did it! You see that? Just ignore the bit that happened first. I did it. I was successful. That is all that counts. Okay, let's take these buckets down now. We're not actually here to play basketball with buckets. We're actually here to make gold. To not make gold so much as dig gold out of the ground and make money, make riches, become rich, become wealthy. And let's just turn that one off so that we don't waste too much diesel. You'll never get wealthy if you keep burning all the diesel. Now, we need to. The bucket goes. We put one bucket there, like that, and let's open up the back. Take another bucket. Right, so I see, the bucket just goes there. We can ignore that one. So we want to put one bucket there as well. So we've got one out each side. And we want to come under here. We know how the duplex jig works. That has 2 buckets in underneath, if we can reach them. That one's sunk right down into the ground. And we go and get one more bucket there. And we are good to go. Right. We now have all loaded up with buckets. We are all loaded up with absolutely everything that we could possibly want. So we're now got to go back up and... problem. El problemo. We've got to go and we'll hitch on that fuel bowser. We've then got to take some fuel up and we've got to put that into the generator because we have no fuel in the generator. And then we can start everything up. We've got everything else is ready. Everything else is good to go. We can start it all up. We can fire it up, and then we've just got to start putting some dirt in. So the next thing that we're going to have to do is to get the 2 Frankensteins in place. Just roll back a little bit. There we go. We get the 2 Franks in place, and then once those are both in place, we can then start loading one of them up. So we're going to put one of them up there so that it's dropping straight into the jig up there. So we can just use that one a minute. Put that one on. Come into here and go racing off up the hill. We've got 68%. I think it's 1 full fuel bowser is 1 full generator over there. So I'm not too concerned about it not being completely full. That's fine. We don't mind. We just want to bring it over here and get the thing topped up. And I think it's this end that we want to use as well. So stop there. Turn that one off. Leap out. We've got another bucket there. Let's put that bucket in the back because we're going to use buckets. We are going to be using a lot of buckets. Fuel here. What's that say? Cut here. Oh, I guess it's just cut here for where the fuel's got to come out. And I want gets nothing, apparently. This is what I was told. I was always told that I want gets nothing. We'll see. I want fuel in there. Has it worked? Apparently I was lied to. Right, while that one is filling up down over there, we are going to take the handbrake off. Should be a good start. We're going to go and deal with this one. Now, this one is apparently got, I've been told by a lot of people, the last couple of episodes, that this one has 2 fuel tanks. The only problem is I don't know where the 2 fuel tanks are. Where's the second one? We got, it looks like there's one there on the side, right there in front of us, just there. But where is the other one? I'm not quite sure. It might be under that little box there, but I doubt it. It could be that it is here on the back somewhere. But looking around, I don't see. You've got an electric motor on the back there. But I don't see a fuel tank. We'll take a look once we get this one over there. We're going to bring this one down, and this is going to be the one that will point into the... Which way round's it got to go? That front bit is where it empties out, isn't it? So we can bring this one on down. And this is going to be the one that drops into the conveyor. And then from there, we'll then go back and we'll go to the other one. And then we'll be able to get the excavator on the end of the other one. And that's the one that's going to be loading it up. Now, these do have a tendency to just drift around ever so slightly. It's only a tiny bit, but they can move around a bit. So if you've got a couple of them strung together in a line, there is always the possibility that they will move slightly, go out of line, and then you won't be able to use them. I don't know if when you load it up and the exit point doesn't have an actual place that it can drop, I don't know if the soil just stays on the conveyor or if it disappears completely. So that is something that we are going to find out. We're going to do it. We're going to run a little experiment. You know how I like to do that. I like to test everything. If I'm told something, I like to make sure. I like to test it in the game and just double check that that is actually the case. And we haven't been lied to, or it's not a mistake, or it hasn't been altered, or the data was slightly incorrect. Whatever it might be, I'd like to test. So we're going to test that in a minute. As soon as we've got this one into place, the next one, we're going to move that one around. We're going to swing the exit point right out over the pond or something over there, and then we're going to stick a spoonful in with the excavator, and we're going to see what it does. So I'll bring this one over here. Now, I think if we stop right about there, and then we go to the conveyor bit, I got to remember. Let's actually show them. So we've got raise belt and lower belt is like that. That raises and lowers. Extend the belt is R and F. So we want to extend. Oh, I see. So it extends the front, but it doesn't actually move the back, does it? Collapse belt. And then you've got activate and deactivate. Rotatable bucket camera. Rotate left and right. It's like that. Okay, so we're going to have to move forward a little bit anyway. So if I go like that, and then I go back into driving mode, we'll go forward a bit more. We'll haul that one up round there. I think it's going to go about here, ultimately. That is going to be where it will finish up. No, I need to switch over to this mode, and then we can extend this one all the way out. How far out will that one go? That's right into the middle of the belt. It actually goes a little bit further than I was expecting. So if I bring that one back over there, and then all I got to do, actually, I think, is just reverse. So if we go like that, we'll reverse a bit until that dot is in exactly the right place. Bring that one over there. And I'm actually on the ground on this end, which is possibly going to cause us a bit of a problem. If I can swing that one round like that. Yeah, it's causing me a little bit of an issue. Right, I'll stop there. I'm actually going to put the handbrake on, and I'll switch over to the other mode, and then we'll just retract the belt in a little bit so that that one is dropping in the right place. I think there is perfect. So we'll stop that one there. We're going to leap out. That one can stay right there for a minute. We're not going to do anything with it. This one over here, however, we are going to do something with. We want to move this one, and then we're going to swing it round. So we're going to have to try and move this one very carefully. We don't want to end up bumping into the other one first. So I think we want to... I want to start the engine. That would be a good start. And then if I go to shift and bring that one up and over like this, that should help to move it out of the way. So I can bring that one round there, and then I can go back into... No, wrong way. Don't bump into anything. Don't bump into anything at all. So we can bring this one up here, and I'm actually going to just switch over into conveyor mode a minute. I can still use the controls here, so I can do it like that. I can swing that one over there, so that goes right into the pond. That's right into the pond there. It's not going to go anywhere else. And actually, I'm thinking that we ought to just swing that one round a bit. Let's swing him round over there like that. And we'll swing the conveyor belt back over. There. There we go. And I'll bring that one up like that. I'll bring that one forward a bit more. Oop, careful. I think that's probably far enough. Now, that one, you go all the way down. There we go. That one's dropped all the way down. So that now goes, that's directed straight into the pond. It's not going to go anywhere else. That is now going straight into the pond. So we put the handbrake on, and it's T, I think, to start up the conveyors. No, G to start up the conveyors. Right. Conveyors are running. So let's leap out. We don't have a huge amount of fuel, so we are going to have to refuel this bad boy at some point. Let me run down over here. I need to get that excavator up here so that then we can load that one up and we can see whether or not all this material is going to be wasted. And just how this is going to also tell us just how careful we're going to have to be with watching what the fuel does and the situation with it as we sort of progress through all the different things that we want to do. Right, we are going to try and do this from up here. I don't know if I can actually reach that conveyor from this point. I may have to try and get down over this edge. Let's just stop there a minute. I think we can reach it from there. I think that is going to be okay. So let me just bring this one round. And I can't remember where it is I wanted to dig from. It doesn't really matter. We'll just grab a little bit of this overburden from up here and we'll spoon that in instead. So if I go over there, probably better if I change the camera angle slightly. We'll go to this one. If I bring that out to there like that, we can go out all the way. It's as far as we can go. And gather up a spoonful. Right, what is going to happen to the spoonful of dirt when we tip it onto the conveyor belt, with the conveyor belt pointing right out over somewhere that it can't actually reach? And can we reach that conveyor belt? I think we can just reach it. There we go. We haven't reached all of it. Oh, yes, we have. It is. It's actually doing it properly. Fantastic. Right, so now we want to sort of find out what it's going to do. I think we need to run over this. That is our little pile that we made last time when we were up here. So we need to bring this one all the way over here, and then we can see how far can we go. Let's see if we can get a good seat for this. Is that a good seat? That's not a very good seat. Let's bring it over this way. Right. Where is it? Where is the dirt? It's not doing anything. Anything? In your own time? Oh, there it is. I can see it. It's coming over the top. It's spilling down. It's spilling. Look at this. We're filling up the pond. We're actually filling the pond with Frankenstein, and there's nothing here. It's all gone. We've lost the lot. So not only have we polluted the river, we have now lost all of that. Let's just go back over here and see if there's any kind of indication of something being here. It doesn't look like it. It absolutely doesn't look like it at all. Are we able to move? Oh, I am bitterly disappointed once again. We can't climb up the conveyor belt, and we also can't have the conveyor belt give us a ride up the top either. So, unfortunately, this doesn't work. We are going to, obviously, you can't just run a test once. We are going to do one more scoop, and we'll just see if it does if it makes any difference whatsoever, just in case that something has done it a little bit differently. I don't know. I can't imagine what would possibly be any different for doing this again. So we'll just bring that round there. There we go. One scoopful. Stretch it all the way out. As far as it will go. It's about as far as it will go there. So then we can throw that out onto the conveyor. And up it goes. So we've just got to wait for that to climb all the way up to the top. Has it spilled any on the ground down here? The fuel tank is empty. Which fuel tank is empty? I know that the... Oh, it might be that one that's empty. I know that they can actually... They do consume quite a lot of fuel, these things. So that might be the one that's empty. I can't think there's any others empty. Not at the moment. Let's go back over here and take another look. So we want to see this one spilling out the dirt once more. And I reckon about there would be a good place to watch this. And there we go. There comes the dirt spilling down, and there's no heap. There's no nothing. And I really had a mad panic there where the frame rate just dropped really badly while it was trying to save. But no, nothing. So it is possible to waste dirt. Fortunately, that was just overburdened, so there's not actually going to be anything of value in it. We don't need to worry about it. So let me just go and move this excavator back. We've then got to move Frank round and get him lined up. We're probably going to have to bring the fuel up, and we're going to have to load him back up again. So let me just bring up the bucket like that. So that one is out of the way. See, this one can just stop right where he is for a minute. We don't need to worry about that. So let's lower him down there. And engine off. And then we can go and take a look at Frank. You know, he's 18% here. So where... Let's just... Is that the fuel? Is that the fuel tank there? You know, I don't actually know. I've got no idea where this fuel tank is. I'm guessing maybe it's this down here. That's definitely the bit that runs it there. And then we come over this way. We've got a... It looks like there's a fuel tank up there. But is there something over this side as well? It kind of looks like you got two of them. So you got one over there. One right there. That one's not actually showing up anything. And then if I come down here, that's not showing up anything either. I got no options for pressing E or anything like that. This cover here will give you access to the engine. Nope. Nothing. Nothing at all. What about in the side? What about in the side panel in here? The side panel there, you can see it's got a catch on it. Be able to open that one up? Nope, nothing there either. Okay, so let's jump back into this one and just see what it's going to... Yeah, it's saying it's completely empty. Well, I vote that we turn that one off. Silence. Utter silence. Right. So what do? I don't know where the fuel thing is. This is going to be difficult. If we can't actually access the fuel point, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult to refuel. So we'll go and get the fuel bowser. We'll go in, we're going to have to refill that one from our upside down fuel tank up there. And then once we've refilled that one, we can run it back down to Frankenstein over there, and we can load him up with fuel, I hope. Fingers crossed we can do this. I'm not entirely sure this is going to work, but it might. It just might. Before we do that, let's just run a quick check and make sure that everything in here is actually working. We want to make sure that it's all going. So we got the power splitter. We've got the trommel, we've got the G-rocker, we've got the conveyor belt, we've got the conveyor belt container, and none of those, we don't actually need any of those. So that's running. The conveyor belt is running. That's all going sweetly. Oh, I tell you what, we do want to start up this one as well. We want to make sure that we got some water running through, so let's just go onto here. Start you up. There we go. Water running through. Yes, we've got water. We've got everything in here. That's running down there. It's running through. It's running down there. Come out this way. We've got water running. It doesn't actually look like the water is running from there out through this way. Have we done this right? Or is it supposed to be the one with the pump that goes on there? I got a bad feeling about it. We'll soon find out. Once we put in a bit of dirt or something, we'll find out if we've got this right or not. But we've got everything is running. Everything is working. And it's all going. It's definitely all doing stuff. We've got that one is running, that one's doing stuff. This one over here, how do you know if this one's actually doing anything? I can't see it moving. There's no moving parts. How are you supposed to work if you've got no moving parts? It's got water. I don't see anything else, though. Is it actually on? It is on there. It's on over here as well. Yeah, I got two of those. I got them both plugged in. It says it's got power. It's the green thing is on, so it says it's got power. Right, okay, that's that bit taken care of. We'll go and switch it all off. We need to top that fuel bowser up, and then we can get a load of fuel into the Frankenstein, and hopefully everything will be tickety-boo. We just turn that one off there, and we can come in here, and boom, engine stop up there. Right. You know, it'd probably be a good idea if we went round here, and we took that one out of there, and we put it back on here. Because if you drive off with that thing not having done that, it can be bad. Bad things can happen with that. Tends to rip it out the top up there, and then your boss will shout at you. I've never actually had that happen to me. I know people who have, though. I have seen it happen. I've seen it happen on more than one occasion. And then after it happened, I was tasked with... Well, I wasn't actually replacing the fuel thing. I was replacing the wheel that somehow also managed to get damaged. And I really don't know how the wheel on the fuel bowser managed to get damaged. But anyway, that's what I was taking care of. I was taking care of the wheel. And that would have been all well and good, except that when I was busy taking care of the wheel, I changed the tyre, and I was doing it up again, and then I over-tightened. And it was a really old one that had the studs on the... It wasn't bolts that you put in, it was studs on the actual trailer, and then the wheel went on and you did the bolts up. Yeah, he did the bolts up over the studs that were on there, and I accidentally broke one off, and then he shouted at me and called me a moron, and so then he took the bar that I was using to do them up, and he said, you only have to do them up a little bit like this, and he went and put it onto the next one, and did exactly the same as I had just done. It was beautiful. So beautiful. It was like poetry in motion. It really was. So I really wanted to say, can you just show me that one more time? Because I wasn't quite sure that I got it. But he looked like he wanted to beat me to death with the with the bar that I was using. So I stepped away and I left him to it. I decided it probably wouldn't have been a good idea to push my luck that day with making jokes. It may have possibly saved my life, that little decision that I made then. Oh, that one's already closed. Right, ideal. So let's go and take this one round. We're going to go whizzing down here, and we'll see if we can load Frank up. This is going to have to be the last thing that we do today. So in our next episode, we will actually be able to tip some dirt into the plant. I hope. I make no promises, but I'm hoping. I am always and ever hopeful, and... well... that wasn't quite what I wanted to do. This thing does bounce around an awful lot, doesn't it? I wonder if can I back up a bit? Go on! Back up a bit, just a little bit, just a bit more. Bit more, go on, keep going. Keep going, keep going. It does tend to slide around a little bit, so it sometimes will come off of the slidey bits. Come off the slidey bit. Go on. It's decided to stop moving completely now. What about if we go forward now? Is that going to do anything? Nope. I'm spinning gravel. I didn't even know that was a thing in this game. You can spin gravel. That is fantastic. Trying the wheels. No. Okay. Right. Well, this is going to be a bit more difficult, but I wonder if we can reach from here. We may actually be able to reach from here. So if I just take that one there, and I come over here, let's have a little scout around and see if we can see any symbol for our hose. Nope. Well, we've chopped that one down over there. Let's go up here. We'll climb onto the top. There it is. There it is. We can put it into there. If I can. Can I reach? It's there. I just need to go a little bit further. Go on, just stretch a little bit more, please. No! Failure. We have failed again. We seem to do this a lot. Right, let's just stick that one back onto there a minute. Oh, no, apparently didn't like that. Let's put that one back onto there. How are we going to do this? I need to be able to do this. It's not moving. You know what? We're going to have to go and get the bulldozer or the wheel loader or something. Just ram this thing off. Probably going to be the easiest way. Although I am wondering, maybe if I jump out. I'll tell you what. We're going to try one last thing today before we go. I'm going to unhitch that one. I'm going to see if that will make any difference. Apparently not. Apparently that is not going to affect it in the slightest. It's just going to bounce. The fuel bowser is still apparently attached to my pickup. There is another option, you know. There is one more thing we could try. But this worked just now. It actually moved the pickup. I wonder if we can pick this thing up with a bucket. Let's see. I want to go under there. I want to chuck it under like that. We're doing it! We're actually moving the pickup with a bucket, ladies and gentlemen. With an actual bucket. That's my timer going off and I can't turn it off. Right, so we've got the bucket in there. So let's just go back over here and then... it seems to have actually gripped a bit better. It still seems like the fuel bowser is caught, though. Let's get another bucket and wedge under there. I'm determined to do this with buckets. I know I could just go and get a vehicle and I could shove this one out the way, but where's the fun in that? Where is the fun in that when we can do this with a bucket? We can build a bucket ramp. We can build a giant bucket ramp. This can work. We just got to keep shoving the buckets underneath the pickup like this. This can work. I know this can work. Let's put it under there. There we go. Chuck it under there. Look at that. It's going to work. Go under there. Go on. Go on. No. Go. Go, 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 go. Right, if I jump, let's just quickly go forward. It sort of worked, didn't it? No, it didn't. Right, okay, the bucket idea is not going to work. We have failed again, so let's just go over to this one. We'll try the wheel. We're going to have to use the wheel loader for something, so we may as well use it for this. It's got to be useful for something. Let's start that one up. Take the handbrake off. Get that bucket going up into the air. And this is what I don't like about it, is you put that one up and it's already tilting down over. This thing is totally and utterly useless. And it also drives really badly. I like some of these in other games. I just despise it in this game. It's utterly awful. It is the most useless machine in this game. The way that it works, the way that it grabs things, the way that the bucket doesn't do anything at all and it won't tilt over. You got zero play on that bucket whatsoever. It is just awful. It is possibly the worst machine that they've got in this game. I genuinely despise it. Okay, we'll bring that one round there and come back this way. Like this. Nope, turn it again. Round we go. And I'm going to shove the back. I'm just going to ram that thing. I'm just going to beat it as hard as I can so we can do this quickly. And then we can go and get rid of this absolutely awful wheel loader that we don't want to drive. There we go. Okay, now we can bring the wheel loader back over here. We can switch it off. We never have to get into it again. Ever again. I'm hoping. Probably not. Right, let's take it up this way. There we go. You got dirt in the bucket. No, we don't want dirt in the bucket. We want to take you up there. And there you go. Right, stop right there. Handbrake on. There is the end of the useless machine. We don't need to use it anymore. So now we can go back over here and hopefully that pickup is freed. We kind of run out of time. I would like to at least try and get some fuel into that. We've thrown our buckets everywhere. What was I thinking? I probably shouldn't have thrown the buckets everywhere. That probably wasn't the best idea. And I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck. Oh, I'm stuck on a bucket now. Great. I'm stuck on a bucket. I've got the diff lock on. Oh, no, I'm not stuck on a bucket. I'm stuck on more dirt. Oh, I haven't got the diff lock on. The diff lock is off. There, but we're free. We have broken free at long last. So I'm going to come down this way. I'm going to ram that fuel bowser as hard as I can. Just to shunt it over this way a bit so that I can actually get it back onto the pickup. Let's just stop there a second. We need to pick up all these buckets or they're just going to get in the way now. So we can quickly chuck those back in here. And then once we've done that, we can then actually fuel up Frankenstein. We are going to do this. I'm determined to do this before the end of the episode. I said that I would fuel him up before we go. And I didn't actually expect it to take quite this long. But it's going to work. It's going to be okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. Frithgar is here. Frithgar is in complete control. Complete control. There's nothing going wrong. We are fine. Now, let's just move on a little bit further. There we go. Back round. And a bit more. Bit more. Bit more. You can do this. You can do this. Stop right there. That's not close enough. I'm sliding all over. Why am I sliding so much? I haven't got any buckets underneath me. It's decided to slide. All right. No. It's going too fast. It's going too fast. We have to bring it round there, like that. Stop. There we go. It's lit up. It's lit up. We can do this. We can do this. Use. Put that one on there. Back into the pickup. Back in here, and then we can go forward. And can we get under here? Yes. Right on through. There we go. Now we can stop again. We can jump out, and we can get the last little bit. This is the important bit. We can jump over here. We can do this. We can go like that. We can take that one, and we can run over there, and I can reach up and use. At last, I have done it. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how it is done. But, unfortunately, this one here is refueling, but we haven't got the other end refueling. So we've got to go down there, and we've got to find where that one refuels from as well. Because once this one's parked up, we can stop the engine, and then it is just the actual conveyor bit that we need to run. We don't need to run the engine on here. What is going on? This is like an insane game of skipping rope, jump rope, whatever you want to call it. Jump over there. Now, is there a fuel refill point at this end? Is this where it goes? I see nothing at the moment. And I've also lost the end of... Where is it? Stuck in there. How am I supposed to get that out of there? Oh, there it is. And there it is. There is one here. Nope. Can't do that. I need to go up there and use. No, it's not. Look, it's reaching it. It's reaching it. You're lying to me. Okay, we'll back up a little bit. It's getting very, very dark. So that's all we got time for today. If you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. We are refueling this end. This is working. This is beautiful. And then once this is done, we know how to refuel this end, so we'll be able to do that one easily enough as well. That one's going to have a little bit. And but we can do that. We can do that in tomorrow's episode. Go on, refuel. Keep going. And then we should actually be able to line up the other Frankenstein over the end of this one, and then we can put dirt going into there, and it will it'll go all the way through, and we will be able to get all kinds of gold, all kinds of wealth and riches and wonderful things. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. It'll be like poetry in motion. It really will. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.